Welcome to welcome to Fibre by Design. This is episode 53. Yeah. Can you believe that we're at 53?
No, it seems strange to be at 53.
Oh my gosh, it's crazy. Basically, this is a knitting and fiber related podcast that chronicles our fiber filled lives.
It does.
Which are packed full of fiber. Actually, a huge box of fiber that just got here finally. That's super exciting. My name is Sarah Stevens. You can find me as Sarah Stevens on Ravelry and Sarah Stevens 11 on Periscope, Twitter, and Instagram. Mostly Instagram. I would say that's the one I'm the most active in.
Yeah. And I'm Lydia. You can find me as Lydia B on Ravelry and as Lydia Knits on Instagram and Periscope. And like Sarah, I'm more active on Instagram than anything else. So. And then you can also find us as Ohloops on Instagram and on Ravelry because we are the indie diaries behind Ohloops.
That we are. The Ohloops girls.
We are the Ohloops girls.
We're just embracing it now.
We are.
There's no sense fighting it anymore.
No.
We've been coined that.
We have.
So, yeah. It's been a crazy week. Yeah. I'm finally feeling better.
Yay.
I don't look like or sound like death anymore compared to our last podcast.
Yes.
We were joking because my eyes glazed over at one point. There was no coming back.
Nope. She's down.
Down for the count.
Totally.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you to returning viewers.
Mm-hmm.
If you made it through the last couple episodes where we're sick and we're separated, together again,
Yes.
somewhat healthy. Thank you to new viewers for checking us out.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Hopefully you enjoy us.
Yeah. And if not, that's okay too.
And that's okay. We're not everybody's cup of tea.
Nope.
So I guess jumping right in. Handmade Wardrobe.
Yeah.
What are you wearing?
I'm wearing my Sunbeam, which you guys have heard Sarah and I talk about a lot. And I can never pronounce the designer's name, you guys. I believe it's Milja Uimonen. We'll put it on the little thing at the front so you guys can see it because I can never pronounce her name. But I made this in 2013 for Camp Loopy. And I knit it out of 2 different skeins of Malabrigo sock. The kind of fun bluish green is the Poseidon, and then the dark brown is called Chocolate Amargo. And I absolutely love this thing. It is huge. And I did make the large version. She does have a smaller version that doesn't use quite as much yarn.
But we had to make the large version.
Right, because we had to have, I think, over 800 yards, or was it over 800 and something?
It was like it was just over 800.
Yeah, so mine ended up using almost the entire skein of each. So I used about 430 yards of both. So mine ended up being roughly 860 yards. So, and I love it. It's probably one of my favorite shawls to wear because, like I've said before, I really do prefer the ones that are long and drapey and can be wrapped a couple of times. So that's what I have on today. And I knit on a US size 6.
It was a really fun knit.
It is.
I gave mine away, so I don't have mine to show anymore. But we both used the Poseidon color. I think I did mine with a navy blue or purple.
It was just purple.
Was it purple for the semi-solid?
Yeah, because we kind of joked when the yarn showed up because we both had the same Poseidon color, but mine was much more of a blue and teal.
Mine was more purple.
And Sarah's had much more purple in it.
Yep.
So yeah.
That's right.
And I think you paired yours with like the eggplant or something.
That's right.
Which is
it
like
was
the
eggplant.
purpley gray color or something like that.
Yep.
So that's what I have on.
Nice. I am wearing my 3-color Cashmere Cowl again. I cannot get enough of this. I kind of wear it all of the time. This is by Locatelli. I knit this using mostly Ohloops yarn. So I've got 80-20 and platinum and 80-20 going on, and then this is the little peachy colors are Glenhaven Cashmerino fingering. And I used the Sarah colorway, this really fun dark blue. I can't remember what I named it. And the James Dean.
I don't remember what you called the blue one.
Yeah, I don't remember what I called it, but I love this cowl. And I'm wearing it also because the 3-color cashmere shawl knit along is happening with the Grocery Girls.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's on my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Very nice.
yeah, it's a paid for pattern. And if you have already purchased this pattern from Joji, you can purchase the shawl and you'll get a little bit of a discount.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's kind of fun. I don't know if it works vice versa. I don't know.
I bought the cowl first, so
Me
I
too.
don't know.
So
I would think though, possibly.
I don't
But
know.
I'm not sure.
I honestly don't know.
I don't either.
So
Very nice. I like the way it looks.
Mhm.
It's very pretty. I love your color combo.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's very cozy, but it's not too hot.
Yeah, which
Because
is
it's
nice.
fingering weight.
Yeah.
But it feels cozy because it's so big.
Mm-hmm.
It's so long. And I did a little bit of a color changing. I took liberty with adding a 4th color and moving some colors around.
Yeah.
Because this was supposed to be the Sarah color, and then this was supposed to be the James Dean, and they were too similar again. I didn't want the same at the bottom. I liked how it happened down here, but I didn't want, I don't know. I wanted it to be a little bit different.
Yeah, no, I really like it. I like the
So.
little added peach at the top. I think
Yeah.
it's pretty.
It's fun. So,
Very cool.
highly recommend it.
Mm-hmm. I still haven't cast onto mine yet because I cannot make a decision about colors. So, just hasn't happened.
That's okay.
Mm-hmm. It is.
You're making decisions on the shawl, though.
I am. So, well, hopefully. I've narrowed it down to 2 colorway. Well, 2 sets of colors anyway. So, we'll see. It'll all work out.
It'll be good. So I guess Operation Sock Drawer, right?
Mm-hmm.
We should probably talk about the stuff we've been knitting on.
Yeah.
What have you been working on for your Operation Sock Drawer? Do you have any FOs? I don't.
No.
Okay.
No, I don't. So, the last 2 weeks I showed you guys my Patton's Croy socks out of the clover color. I think I'm going to rip them out. Not because I'm not loving them. I really am. But there's a knit along happening, but doesn't start until the 17th of March. And I'll talk about it in a little bit when we get to other things. But I kind of want to use that skein for this knit along. So I think I'm going to rip out my toe because I've really only done my toe and like 5 rows past it so that I can use it for that.
So what is the knit along?
So it's Jacqueline of the Brooklyn Knit Folk is teaming up with another podcaster, and I cannot remember her name. I'm so sorry. We'll add it, all of the information in the show notes. And they are doing the Fine and Dandy socks, which I do have a picture of. I need to make these. They kind of remind me of the same detailing that's on Sarah's 74. And they are very pretty.
Oh, those are really pretty.
So I don't know if I
have
can
blowing
see.
nose.
So they're called the Fine and Dandy socks, and they're by the Sweater Co. And Jacqueline is going to be doing them
Okay, I want to make
as a
those.
knit along, right? And part of the proceeds or all of the proceeds, I don't remember. I'll have to find out all of the information and put it in the show notes for you guys. But part of the proceeds go to UNICEF. And they are doing the knit along from March 17th to, I believe, April 17th. And I just think my clover socks would be really pretty with those because they kind of look like little flowers almost.
Okay, I want to do that with you.
Okay.
What would I pick?
I don't know.
What yarn would I use?
I don't know. My only hesitation with doing my Patton's Croy is that because it is kind of a slight gradient, I'm hoping that they're going to show. I think they will.
They will because they have that stitch, the knit one below,
Mm-hmm.
and so it's going to pull up. It might actually pop more.
See, that's kind of what I was thinking. So I stopped working on those because I'm going to have to rip the toe out because I can't use a sock that I've already cast onto. So I decided to pick up my Gumdrop Wonderland sock from Mustache Yarns. And these are the stripes that Sarah and I got during the Christmas update with Diane of the Suburban Stitcher and Stacy of Mustache. And the colorway is Gumdrop Wonderland. It's a 6 double wide stripe. And the base is 80% superwash merino, 10% cashmere, 10% nylon. It's fingering weight 400 yards. So here's the yarn band. And I always love how Stacy puts stash in good health. I think that's great. And I'm keeping it in my Gnome in the Burbs bag from Hook and Gauge. And I love this bag. I think this little gnome is my favorite because he's standing up on his head. He's upside down. And then there's the little upside down girly gnome over here. I think they're fun. So. But I'm really enjoying them. I think I'm going to make these for my daughter, so I think I'll have to do at least 3, possibly 3.5 repeats of the color. I'm starting my second repeat now before I can start the cuff. And I'm going to try and do the whole cut-in afterthought heel thing, you guys. I'm slightly terrified. I've never done it, 1. And 2, this has cashmere in it. So that freaks me out a little bit. I'm going to just give it a whirl and go with it.
Especially after last week, you get to see the...
Totally.
I mean, it's worth it.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
And Sarah assures me that we'll be fine, so
We'll be fine.
I'll just come over here and do it with her. That way I won't screw it up too royally.
Yep.
But,
It'll be fine.
So that's really the only sock I've been working on this week. I had every intention of working on my Cafe Vanilla Latte socks that Sarah designed with the Victoria and the White Cap colorway. But I just didn't get to it. And I can't knit those on the podcast because they're pattern socks, so these are easier to knit on the podcast. So
I didn't get anything done that I really should have gotten done this week. I was still getting over being sick, and the only thing that I wanted to knit on was blanket squares. So I really have very minimal stuff because of that, so I totally understand.
Yeah.
It's just how it is sometimes.
Yep. So this is the only sock knitting I've done. So.
Okay, so I am finishing my row. So I just cast these guys on, literally. You guys have been watching me cast them on as we've been podcasting. But this is my March Desert Vista Dyeworks in the Zombody Go Bragh colorway. 70% or 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, about 462 yards in the Desert Vista Dyeworks. Here we go. It's the tag. So, and technically I think I'm supposed to take a picture of this right now before I actually start doing anything, but I'll do that in a minute. It'll be fine.
Oh, is that one of the rules, to have pictures as you go? Or?
Yeah, you have to show like a beginning picture.
Got it.
But
Got it.
I forgot about that. I forget about all the rules. All the rules. So I'm excited to see what this one starts knitting up. It looks like it's 2 different color greens and then maybe 2 different zombie stripes. So it might be like a light green and then a zombie stripe and then a dark green and a zombie stripe. So maybe it's a 4 stripe repeat is what it's looking like to me, maybe.
Very fun.
I'm excited about it.
Yeah. It's very March. It'll be perfect.
It'll be perfect March socks.
Yeah.
So I just started those guys. And then I got the toe done for this sock.
I love it.
Last week. I had finished the toe and then I started working on the foot. So I got the whole foot done and I turned the heel. And because I tend to play with design options this way, I usually will do it just for the top of the sock or a section and then possibly rip it out or whatever. I'm figuring out something. So I'm holding it far enough away. I'm hoping you guys aren't like zoning in. I know that you probably could. It's fine. It's fine. So I'm using Julianna.
There's a debate. I don't remember who it was that was asking if it was Juliana or Juliana. I think when she does her periscopes, I think she says Julianna. I think. So I believe it's Juliana.
Julianna. I don't know.
but I'm not 100%, so don't quote me on that. I could be completely wrong. Now that I actually said that out loud, I'm thinking I'm wrong. I think she says Juliana.
I think.
I
See,
don't
and
know.
I want to keep calling her Juliana. But I'm also more of an Anna than an Anna. Mm-hmm. So I have to try to say Anna.
See, this is
As
when
opposed to Anna.
This is when, like, the periscoping thing is perfect. I was watching Sue and Chelsea earlier this week, and they were asking questions or saying things, like, in regards to something we had said or about my pattern.
Your pattern.
And it was, I wanted to text Sue and be like, yep, you know.
Yeah.
Because they were trying to decide if the picture on my pattern was your daughter or my daughter. And I'm like, no,
yes,
it's mine.
I watched that.
Yeah, so that's where the periscoping thing is
it's
nice.
really nice.
Can answer that question. So if anybody knows,
for clarification,
is it Anna or Anna? Let us know.
Yeah, and for clarification on Lydia's, looking at her shawl, it
is my daughter.
It's Emma.
Yes, my oldest.
Mm-hmm. It's not Vanessa. Mine has longer, dark hair.
Dark brown hair.
Dark brown hair.
She's the one that's photographed in. Let's see, we have her in lots of yours.
We have her in lots of mine.
She's in my Brave at Heart pattern. For any of you that have that, that's Vanessa. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
she's on lots of your patterns.
Yeah, she's mostly.
And I
use her a lot because she's at home, and I can just. Let's go do this really quick.
Oh, and she's on my astronomy pattern too.
I was gonna say
the one
she's on
from the behind of the hat. That's Vanessa too.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yeah, we use our kids a lot.
We do. They're good little models.
Yeah, they're patient with us.
And they're all photogenic.
She usually
so
rolls her eyes. And I'm like, can we go do this? Especially if it's in the front yard or something, because people walk by. Yeah. It's just to stand there.
They're also photogenic, though. It's easy to use them when they look so pretty.
Good. Yeah.
So.
They're good sports.
They are.
I think they prefer when we go elsewhere, though.
Yes. Where there aren't just people that can drive by and watch them.
Mm-hmm. Go to the river or
yes.
what have you.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, we digress.
We do. Knit life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's show yours, because I really only have my blanket. Okay. You have way more fun things than I do.
I have some fun stuff. That sounded mean. I don't have more fun stuff than you.
No, you do.
I have fun stuff. I'm really excited.
No, she's right.
I finished it, you guys. It's so cozy and warm. Okay. I have to preface this by saying I was laughing at myself when I was watching our episode back, and I was like, oh, I'll get it done by Monday, no problem.
Oh, yeah.
Psh, I wasn't done with this thing till Thursday, you guys. And it was the only thing I worked on until Thursday. It was so
and I have the most comical text messages through this process.
Okay. The shawl pattern is wonderful. There's absolutely nothing wrong with the shawl, so that's not. I got halfway through the picot edging, I'm like, I want to gouge my eyeballs out right now. There's still half of it to go. I hate it. But it looks so beautiful. So because I adore her and I think her design aesthetic is spot on, I kept going. I kind of wanted to gouge my eyeballs
The
out.
most comical text messages to be receiving.
It's awful. But I did get it finished. And I am in love with it. So here's a close-up of how the yarn looks. But look how cozy and wonderful and all them stupid little picots.
See, now your colorway makes me want to make another one.
Okay, so I used Ohloops DK, and our DK is 250 yards. So it took me almost 2 full skeins. This is how much I have left of my second skein, you guys. So if you use our DK for this, you would only need 2, if your gauge is on with what Sarah says.
But most DK skeins are like
less.
215.
Yeah. So you're going to need 3.
So you'll definitely need 3.
Yes. But I absolutely love it. It's cozy and like ginormous, and
it is big.
Yeah, I'm in love with it. Again, like Sarah, when she tried hers on, I probably won't wear it with other things under it. So
why do we do that?
I don't know.
So
we could just take the other one off, right?
We could.
But I love it.
It's really pretty.
So I'm very happy with the way it turned
love
out.
that color.
Me too. And this is, I named this one Jazz Club. So this is our Jazz Club colorway. So I got it done. I'm so happy.
I love it.
I did not get it done in time for the knot.
That
did not happen.
Truth be told, I still haven't closed those threads. So
yeah, that's true. We didn't. But I love everything about it. I 100% highly recommend the pattern. It is definitely going to have to be made again.
Yeah, I don't want to toot my own horn or anything, but I have 2, and I think I need a 3rd one.
I want to make one right out of... Where is it?
I need a gray stain.
So we have this in the shop right now, you guys. And this needs to happen.
You need to do it.
I
We
know,
should
right?
just take 2 out of the shop, and you should just do it.
Isn't that bad of us to do
No.
that?
No.
I need it. It needs to
No.
happen.
You need that.
I do.
Oh, and I want a pink one.
Ooh, a pink
And
one would
they're
be pretty.
Oh,
Pink would be pretty. So very beautiful. Very much one of my favorites for sure.
I like it because it's very... I guess this is my thing. Like, I like... It has a little bit of detail, but it's pretty plain Jane. Because most of my wardrobe is pretty plain Jane. But it has a little bit of feminine detail, which is... I would say that's how I dress. That's very much me.
I have no idea if that's in the frame. I'm hoping that it is.
is.
Okay, good.
You're good. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is the best me represented shawl I've designed thus far.
For
So
sure.
it's very much my style.
Yes, I agree. I love this one. This one and the Virgie Clay, I think, are the most you.
They're the most me. Yep.
I will say this. When doing the lace part, don't just assume that you understand how to do the knit one long. Make sure you read the instructions very carefully and that you go back and watch the video.
Yeah.
Because if you just assume that you know how to do it and go forward, you're probably going to be off on your numbers.
Yeah.
So I do recommend that. Make sure you watch the video and understand how to do those and don't just assume that you do unless you've done them
Unless
before.
you've done them before. Yeah.
So, but I love it.
It could be my very new favorite
Yes.
stitch. I
Yes.
really do love it.
See, and with ours, I love RDK. So it's so very squishy and soft. And so mine is really big and drapey and comfy cozy.
Yep.
So I got that done. That makes me happy. What
And you
else?
got something else done too, didn't you?
I didn't get anything else done. I have 2 other things that I've worked on.
Oh, okay. Why did I think
So,
you got something else done?
in my Freckled Whimsy bag, which I love,
Oh, yeah.
and I have to say the project matches perfectly, which makes me really, really happy. I got cast onto my Looking at Her that we're doing for our knit along right now.
You did. I didn't get cast on.
So I've done the first section of the
I
variegated.
love it.
Look, you guys.
It does match.
I posted it on Instagram last night, and I'm like, does anyone else love when their bags match?
Yes.
I love
That's
it.
awesome.
So I got that, and I will be pairing it with a black. So my next thing will be a black stripe. And
I had to do some deep stash
She did.
digging.
She did. Otherwise,
So
I was gonna have to dye one.
I know, but I was like, I swear I have something.
Yes. And I'm
We
using
did.
the Charles Strouse colorway, which was from our A Night at the Met collection. We dyed skeins after Broadway musicals, and he is the composer from Annie, which I kind of think is perfect because this bag has
totally perfect.
blue with Tiffany locket and the orange for her hair and her dress.
It's perfect.
So I'm doing that, and I'm really enjoying it.
You know what I just realized? I should just show this back. So I'm
yeah.
housing my socks in my zombie bag
That you guys couldn't see last
that you guys
time.
couldn't see last time, and now you guys can see it. So this is from Freckled Whimsy,
Yes.
and I love them in the little rowboat, and I
Yeah, I
love
like the
this
rowboat
little
one.
girl. And look at this, he's giving her dead flowers. I just love this bag so much. This is the Zombie Love bag from Freckled Whimsy. And this is what, I got that skein of yarn that I'm using that I'm going to use for your Looking at Her.
Very cool.
And the inside is all flowers. So,
I love those
this
bags.
is one of my favorite, I think, right now.
Yeah.
My favorite bag. I've kind of used it for the last 4 projects.
And then the last project I worked on is my sweater, and it's still in my beautiful fairy bag from Susan. And this is my Pontos Cardigan by Hilary Smith Callis. And I haven't gotten very far, but I do have progress. So
You have lots of progress.
I finished the bottom The ribbing? Thank you. What is the word? I'm trying. Sue and Chelsea were doing that. They were talking about the sweater, the collar of a sweater, and she's like, what do you call that? And Sue's like, I don't remember. Button band, maybe? So, the bottom ribbing, I got that done. And then I have done one repeat of the star mesh. And I have also started the little pockets. So this is where the pockets will be on one side, and where the pocket will be on the other side.
Cute.
So, and I am using the Ohloops Superwash Bulky in the Marigold colorway. And I'm using my Harmony Knitters Knit Picks, right? Knitters Pride. Yeah,
they're Knit Picks.
Yeah, Knit Picks. I always want to say Knitters Pride. It's not. Knit Picks. Harmonies. And I have switched now onto my size 10. So my US size 10. And I am making the large size. I was looking at it and I was thinking, there's no way this is big enough, but I held it up to myself and it stretches a lot. And it went all the way around and had plenty of room. So I'm doing the right size for me. So that makes me happy.
So how much have you used yarn-wise? Are you done with your first ball?
No, I'm still on my first ball. So I would say probably about half, maybe
25 grams
Yeah.
left or so, 30 grams.
So there's, I got quite a bit. I will get quite a bit from the first one.
Yeah.
And I have 10 full skeins of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe I'm actually only going to need probably about 7.5.
Perfect. I want to cast mine on too, and it's green, so I was like, okay,
You should do it this month.
I should just do it this month, and I should
should.
have a green month.
You should. You should totally do it.
Because who doesn't need a green month?
Right.
A month of all the green things.
Mm-hmm. Sarah and I were talking yesterday. We are going to have to do a little bit of pattern surgery.
Yes. It says that it's knit all in one piece.
And you do the arms separately. So
instead of being knit all in one piece and then putting in a lifeline or something and then going back and picking up those stitches, it actually has you knit the sleeves separately and then seam them in.
which I just don't want to do.
That's not knit all in one piece.
No.
That is seaming.
So Sarah and I are going to sit down and do some pattern surgery just to make it, I wouldn't say easier, just more how we prefer to knit sweaters.
Yeah.
Lots of people prefer seamed sweaters. I don't. I
Because of
don't
the
like
structure.
them. Yeah. I don't like to do seamed sweaters. To me, it's just, there's just something about doing it all in one piece that I prefer. I don't know why. So we're going to sit down and do some pattern
Yep, when you get to that
changing
point.
when we get there. So, and I figure we might as well just do it together, because then when she gets to do hers, she'll do it the same way, because she prefers that too.
I know. And if I hurry up and get started, then I can probably just be at the same spot as you.
Totally.
I need to buy needles, I think. I don't know that I have. We were having this discussion. I pulled out my huge stack of needles, and Lydia was like, you have a lot of needles.
But they're all tiny.
They're all small.
They're all
so
little ones.
I don't have very many big needles. It's not something that I...
The only thing I'm not enjoying is I have mine on my really long 40-inch cable, which I realize I'm going to need. I do need that. But it gets, because it's the one that twists so much, like it keeps turning itself and it's all wonky. I am really not liking it.
That would drive me crazy.
But
It
the
would
only
slow me
other,
down.
and it is, the only other cable I have with those needles is a 24-inch. So I need the one in the middle, which I don't know if you can get that with these. So I'm either going to have to buy metal needles that have that size, or I'm going to have to see if I can find that.
But I think Knit Picks is also, like, I think that Knitter's Pride fits into Knit Picks needles. So there's a possibility that you could get a Knitter's Pride cable.
Okay.
And put it into your Knit Picks.
Okay.
Please let us know. I think that's true. I know that Knit Picks is actually, like, the same company makes them. And I think it's Knitter's Pride.
Okay. So that might be an option.
Yeah, or manufactured by the same company or something like that. Like, they're...
My cable's driving me crazy.
Yeah.
So it's way too long.
Yeah, I think somebody said Knit Pro, but I'm pretty sure that Knit Pro and Knitter's Pride are also the same thing. Just depends on if you buy it overseas or buy it in the United States.
Okay. Yeah, so if you guys know that,
I
let
could
me
be
know.
telling all lies right now. So
It was Amy Beth. She said that this week about... She was talking about this book that she's been reading about the Finnish language. Mm-hmm. And she made some comment about it. And she's like, I could be completely wrong right now. I probably am. But whatever.
It's fine.
It's fine. I just thought that was funny. So we could be completely wrong and telling you all lies.
Right?
Yes.
It'll become a conversation.
So if you know... Okay, so here's my 2 questions. 1, if you know if Sarah is correct and I can get a Knitter's Pride
or some other cable.
Or some other cable for my Knit Picks Harmony needles, let me know. Or, can I just order those cables in a 32? I don't know. Because the one I have is way too long. So let me know.
I think you can.
You would think, but if you could, why wouldn't it come in that set? Right?
Okay, but then why did I get a 16-inch cable in my Hiya Sharps 5-inch tips when you can't use the 5-inch tips? You can only use the 4-inch tips with the 16-inch cable because they don't actually, you can't use them. The 5-inch needles are too big. Why would you even include that in there? It is the stupidest thing in the world.
Clearly we're not sponsored by either of those companies.
I love my Hiya Sharps.
Me too.
But I think that is just stupid.
I know. Yeah, I don't know.
Dumb.
So, those are the questions of the day. Let me know, guys, what I can do about my cable, because it's driving me a little bit nuts at the moment. But that is all of my knitting. I have not knit anything else.
Okay.
So, Sarah has some knitting.
I just started a row too.
Oh, sorry, dear.
Poor planning on my part.
Poor planning.
Okay. And I realize I lean out of the frame a lot.
I know. I noticed that we do that too.
I always do.
It's okay. Oops.
Okay. I'm also mid-row in this. Poor planning. Why do I do that? Okay, so I got a lot of squares done.
Yeah, you did. Holy cow.
Alright, so...
Sorry. I don't know if you guys can hear it. My stomach is totally growling, so if you can hear that, I apologize.
I got that square done.
I like that. What is that?
I have no idea. It was a gift.
I like that one.
Somebody sent it to me. It's really pretty.
That is pretty.
I don't know what it is. Those are 2 different ones, because they were minis. That's 3 different ones. How do you use those up? That's from my socks.
I love it.
I got that done. I think I got this one done too. Because I didn't have that one done. Yep, so I got this one, 2, 3, 4, 5 done on this side. Then I got...
I think this one's new.
Yeah, yep, these are the ones. I got this one done.
I like that one too.
That one. And I got... I think I got this one. No, that one's already there. I'm working on this one. This one.
I think this one's new because this
And
one's
this
from
one
the
might have been
yeah.
new.
This one's from the soft link.
Yeah. Okay, so that one
Yeah.
must be new. I got that one done. So 5, 6, 7. I'm working on my 8th square. This is all I wanted to do all week. It's like when you just don't feel good. There's nothing like your brain can't function on anything else.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really what I was feeling.
I'm liking it a lot.
So it's almost. It's almost a. So I need to finish this row.
This one.
Yeah, and then that end will be done. And then all I'll have left are these 2 rows.
To make this side a square.
To make that part a straight line.
And how many squares did you say you have now? Didn't you tell me that you have like...
I did tell you, but I don't remember. I guess we could do really quick math.
Oh, I could just look at my phone. I think it's still in my text
But it's
messages.
more than that now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay,
Ooh.
Sarah, let's be smart about your mathematics right now. So do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 7 times 9 is 49, right?
63.
Okay. 63. 64, 65, 66, 67, 68. I'm working on 69.
That's right. Yeah, and I think when you texted me earlier, you had 67.
Yes.
That's good.
Yeah.
I don't have anywhere near that many, so.
I'm liking it. It's fun.
Yeah, I like the way it looks. It looks really pretty.
It'll be nice and cozy. I keep just thinking, okay, it needs to be substantial enough for fall.
Mm-hmm.
Substantial enough for fall. So that way
Soccer.
I can use it for soccer.
Totally.
And this, I think, is just going to be my soccer blanket. I toyed with the idea of putting it in my house or whatever, but I really think that I will really enjoy this as my soccer blanket.
Mm-hmm. Well, and it's very dense, so it will be very nice and warm.
And who knows, I might even choose to line it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had talked about doing that with mine too, putting a back on it.
Mm-hmm. Like a felt, not felt, but a fleece backing or something.
Yeah.
Just to kind of keep it.
Mm-hmm.
So I might do that. I don't know.
Nice. Very cool.
Mm-hmm. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
That's all I did. That's it. That's my entire knitting week. Right there, summed up in 9 squares.
9 squares.
Part of a
lot,
sock.
Though. That actually they do take a while. So they're not
They
just...
do. Because ours are so
They're
big.
bigger.
So they do take a while.
Yeah.
I think it takes me about 2 hours probably to get a square done.
Yeah.
I really think it's about 2 hours.
Yeah. And you did what, 9 this week?
Mm-hmm.
So that's 18 hours. Mm-hmm. That's a long time.
Yeah. So it's good stuff.
Yeah. Okay, Mailbox Madness.
Mm-hmm. Me. I have none.
I do. I have 2 things. I'm very excited to show them too. I got both of my little magic yarn balls from our magic yarn ball swap. This one. Sorry, it's been in my thing and I moved it around and it's coming apart now. And I haven't taken them apart yet because I wanted to show them all put together first and then I will take them apart. But this one is from Pink Kira. It's falling apart, you guys. So I got all this wonderful little goodies. There's mini skeins and lotion and chapstick and this cute little notebook and it's a double pointed needle holder.
Oh, how cute is that?
And she makes these. They're in her shop. And you guys, so this was supposed to be for the worsted one, but she messaged me and said, I know you really want to try Barren wool and I have some, but it's not in worsted weight. Would that be okay with you? And I said, absolutely. So this is actually her Barren Stark sock, which is 75% Virginia wool, 25% polymade, and this is the Atlantic colorway. So that is my Barren wool yarn right there.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
I'm very excited. I've never tried Barren wool. She was one of our sponsors for the Harry Potter Nemo. Her yarn was so
beautiful.
amazing, you guys. We didn't want to have to give it away.
We were having the hardest time.
It was stunning. So I'm very excited to have some.
We would package up the little prizes and almost cry.
Yeah, it was kind of sad.
To come live with
and I
me.
have this one, so I
That's
love that.
awesome.
And then my second one was in the fingering weight group. And this one's from Wee Sheep. And it's a beautiful skein of Malabrigo, which I love.
It's actually very your colors.
Yes, and this is the Primavera colorway. So that's my yarn, which is beautiful greens and purples and oranges. So perfect for me. And there's tea that I can see, and this cute little progress keeper, and a little sheepy pin.
Cute.
And then I'm pretty sure these are mini skeins hiding under there. That one. And this one.
Love it.
I have no idea what else is in here because I haven't unwrapped it yet, but
I'm
love
excited to see.
Me too. And I can't decide. I don't know if I want to unwrap all of them now or as I knit with it. I don't know. I can't decide. I'm having a hard time with that.
Part of me thinks that whenever mine gets here, I'm going to knit as I go. It's probably going to be a pair of socks, and I'm just going to knit and let everything fall out as I...
See, and I think these would be really
Because
pretty
I think
socks.
it would be fun. So. I just think it would be fun to have it all fall out.
Yeah, I think so too. So, I haven't decided yet. But, so thank you very much, ladies, for those. I really, really appreciate them, and I'm excited to use them both.
I am excited for you to use them too, because I want to see what you got.
Yeah, me too. So there's that. Do you want to move on to Knitters in My Neighborhood?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who have you been watching?
I have two new people that I've been watching. So,
Yeah.
my first one is Pin Feathers and Pearls with Candace.
I love Candace.
She's so cute, you guys. And I adore her little blue glasses.
Me too. I need them so badly.
You do.
I
They
love
are
them.
so stinking cute.
They're adorable.
And I love how her bird and her hamster at the beginning of her videos.
Yep.
Her little hamster, I sat there for a minute, I'm like, there's no way he's a hamster. He's too big to be a hamster. He looks like my guinea pigs. But he is a hamster. I think very cute. And she's just fun. She's very cute. And she is from Canada as well. Sarah and I are realizing that we have kind of become obsessed with our Canadian podcasters. We kind of adore all of you.
All of the Canadians.
Yeah. We want to be honorary Canadians like
I
Sue and
know.
Chelsea. And we agree with Sue and Chelsea that if a certain thing happens here in the United States, we may become actual Canadian citizens.
Pretty close to the border.
Yeah, we're very close. So, we won't say anything else like that, just like they won't, because
No.
we're not very political, and this is not a political podcast.
It's not.
But we'll all be moving together.
We'll be fleeing fast.
Yes, we will. So, but I've been watching her, and I really do enjoy her. She's got lots of fun projects, and she's just cute in general. So, she seems like she would be a hoot to hang out with and knit with. So, and then the other one is the Lone Larch podcast with Jenny, or Jennifer. I think it's Jennifer, right?
I think it's Jennifer.
Yeah.
I think that's what she prefers to be called.
Yeah. And I really enjoy her. She's just very down to earth. And yeah, I love all of the funny little things she says about trees, because she is an arborist, so she talks about trees all the time. And on her most recent episode, she was showing some of the bags that are going to be in her Etsy shop. She was talking to her friend, and they were trying to determine what kind of trees were on the fabric on her bags, and I just thought that was kind of cute that she actually knew that, like knew what all of those trees were. But I think I think she has 7 or 8 episodes now. I think it was 7. But episode 4 was probably one of my favorites. She was showing this beautiful teacup that was her grandmother's, that she got, I believe, from her mom, or she got to just pick it out. But she was talking about her coffee, and she's like, I like this much coffee, this much milk, and about that much hot chocolate. It just made me laugh. I'm like, that's funny. Because me, it's like the opposite. I like this much coffee, this much milk.
That's so funny.
But I love that she was drinking fancy coffee in a fancy coffee cup. That was
You've
cute.
gotten better with your coffee to milk ratio.
Yeah.
You used to be about half and half coffee
Yeah.
creamer.
Yeah. Now I don't know. I used to drink black coffee, and then it was mostly just creamer, and now I've gone back to more just of the coffee. I think part of that comes from I have good coffee in my life now, so
Yep, you're not trying to cover it up.
yeah, that helps.
It helps huge.
It does. And I also have to say, so she was in episode 4, she's wearing this t-shirt that says, what did it say? Strong as a mother. I thought that was the coolest shirt. I love it. I need that shirt. That's a good shirt. I like that shirt. So, and she does have an Etsy shop where she sells project bags, so we'll put a link for her shop in the show notes. But if you guys haven't had a chance to check out either of those podcasts, I very much recommend them. They are a hoot. I like them. So,
I've been watching Knitting with Lucy. I love this little podcast. It's the Wee Beginnings. She's on episode 3. And Lucy is her cat. So her cat doesn't really make a whole lot of appearances. I think it was just she knits at home and her cat's there, and so it just made sense, knitting with Lucy.
cute.
And I just love her. I have fallen totally in love with this this lady podcast. She's like my age.
That's fine.
I love her. And so I've been watching her. I'm hoping a new episode's coming out soon. And then, did I mention Stress Knits?
Mhm.
Okay.
Last week, yep.
Okay, because I've been watching her a lot as well.
I like her too.
From her dorm. So she's super cute.
Yes.
Definitely check her out. And she finished her Wollonvine socks.
Cool.
Wollonvine socks.
I set an alarm this week, you guys, for a Wollonvine update and a Fat Squirrel update and a Mrs. Brown's Bags update, and I only managed to get a Mrs. Brown's bag. One bind was gone in like 5 minutes.
She texted me her alarm, a screenshot of all of her alarms, and we were chuckling, and they were just gone so fast.
Yeah, and same thing with Amy Beth. Her bags were gone too.
So,
and Jody's were gone quickly as well.
So we had to reach out.
Mm-hmm.
We have been really wanting a skein of woolen vine.
Oh, like so bad.
So badly. And we've been really wanting hedgehog. And we can't seem to ever make the sock club updates.
No,
like, ever.
ever.
They're always gone. I don't know what it is.
I always miss them.
Always
which
miss
makes
them.
me sad.
Because we're like, oh, well, we'll just split it or
Right.
something. Even if one of us can get it.
Right.
Like, we'll just split it. It'll be fine. No.
We always miss them. Always.
So we had to reach out.
Yeah. And we have amazing friends who
We
love
have
us.
amazing friends.
So, you know who you are. Thank you so much.
We're so excited.
Mm-hmm.
It's good stuff.
We do.
So yeah, that's my thing. I haven't done my my challenge yet from Shannon.
Me either. I think about it every time a song comes on the radio, though,
Me
that I'm
too.
singing.
So, truth be told, like, I wanted to see how terrible I sounded. Guys, you really don't realize how bad you sound.
Oh, you don't sound... I hear you sing all the time. I think you sound fine.
No, it was very funny. I think it's because I'm sick. Because I couldn't even recognize my voice. So I was like, okay, I'm going to give it one more week.
That's funny.
Then I'll be able to recognize me. It was funny.
That is funny.
And I went on to go search up the hashtag,
Mhm.
and nobody has taken the challenge because there are no posts yet. So
Aw.
we have to do it so that way
Yeah, I'll do it.
this week.
I'm nervous to do it.
Me too. I told Vanessa, I was
I
like,
don't like
okay,
singing in front of other
maybe
people.
if I do it, we have a soccer trip next weekend.
Totally.
I was like, I'll let you film and we'll just sing to the radio together or something. It'll be a mother-daughter bonding road trip.
There you go. Well, she can post it too, because she's on there, isn't she?
Yeah.
There you go.
It would be cute.
It would
So
be
I think
cute.
we're going to do it at that time. So,
Fun.
yeah, good stuff.
Yes. Okay,
Wait,
so...
no,
what?
we have to talk about, we're talking about knitters in our neighborhood. Grocery Girls.
Yeah.
We're doing their cowl.
Yeah, but that's in the Knit Along With Us part.
Oh, yeah.
You're mixing up your segments, girlfriend.
We have too many segments.
We do. And hey, we're adding a new
We're
one.
adding another one.
Which is coming right now. So we had a viewer suggest that we start a What's Caught My Eye segment. So we've decided that we'll do a knitting thing, whether that be a pattern or a designer or a new knitting accessory. And then we'll also do one non-knitting thing.
Yeah.
So, what's your knitting thing?
That's caught my eye.
Mm-hmm.
You go first.
Okay. So I already talked about
anything down.
I already
need to
talked
think.
about the socks, the fine and dandy socks. So those are on my mind. But I've also decided, and I think we have to do this in April because it just seems like a perfect April thing. But the Waiting for Rain shawl
Oh.
by Sylvia Bobilia.
This has been
Okay.
the minute that she came out with this.
Mhm. Can you guys see
I
that?
started picking out yarn.
So I need to make this. And I had seen it before and I really liked it. But then this week I watched Natasha and Meredith. And Meredith is wearing hers in their video.
Don't fall. You're taller than me. Grab it. Push hard.
There we go.
Sorry.
And Meredith is wearing hers. And I absolutely love it. So I am going to make this. And I think because it's called Waiting for Rain, and it rains in April, we need to knit this in April.
Okay. Because
So, want to make this.
I already picked out yarn for it.
Is that the one you wanted to knit this with?
Yes.
That's right.
I already got yarn for it.
That's right. I don't have yarn for it
So,
yet. Totally right. So we need to make this in April. Because we're not doing enough in April.
Mailbox.
Mm-hmm.
This is the twist light. I'm really excited to work with this. The twist light. I picked it up from Paradise Fibers.
Yeah.
Oh, I wrote this down here. So, see this? This says when I bought this yarn.
Nice.
So, any yarn that comes in now on their tag, if I don't knit with it right away,
You're writing it down. That's
I'm
awesome.
writing the date on there.
That's smart.
So it's also in my book, but this way when I pull it out, it's like,
It's right there. Yeah.
I got this in January of 2016. I should knit with this, or you know what I mean.
Right. That's a good idea.
That's
So
good.
that has my attention. I really want to
Yeah, big time.
knit on that. Do you have your knitting thing?
Well, that's been on my mind, but truly and honestly, it's the thing that I have to knit right now. It's my design thing. The knitting thing is for me. I have these sock things in my head, and so my sock designs, I can't get them out of my head. I have two that are floating around. I'm trying to get them out of my head and onto paper and onto a tangible sock. And that's kind of, it happened, it started last night. It started yesterday. And one hit, and then the next one hit. I was like, oh.
She was texting me. She's like, I've got one. Oh, and I have another one now.
I have an idea. So I think for me, that's my knitting thing. I just kind of can't get it out of my brain.
Yeah.
It's the only thing I really want to do right now.
That's good.
Yeah.
So my non-knitting thing that has my attention is this tea. And actually, Natasha just talked about this. She was drinking it, I believe. And this is from the English Tea Shop. And it's the Chocolate Superberry Burst flavor. You guys, I have found a tea that I have fallen in love with. Bad thing, I can't figure out where to get it. The only place I can find this is on Amazon, but it comes in like a variety pack of like 72 other things. But I think there's only like 1 or 2 of these in there. I just want just this. Where can I get this from? We got this. The lady who gave us the yarn gave this to us.
I got that, and my dog ate it before I could try it in my cup of tea.
It is so good.
She tore apart
like, smell it.
She tore apart. Oh, see, I really want to
It's so
try it.
yummy. I don't know where to get it from. So if anyone knows where I can get just this one, not in a variety pack, let me know. It is so delicious. It tastes like chocolate raspberries.
Oh, see, I really need that.
It's delicious. So this has me all Twitter-pated. And I'm not normally like a super duper tea person. And this I could drink every day. Every day.
I like that.
So that.
I have been into tea.
That.
I've been enjoying my tea. I've been drinking lots more tea.
Yeah, you have.
It's been nice.
Tea's hit or miss for me. I have to find one that I really love, and that's hard for me.
Yeah. I have to buy some more of the marshmallow and the toffee tea that I got from my sweet tea swap partner from Sticks Plus Twine's tea swap, because
It's all gone.
it's all gone. I love every bit of it.
Very cool.
I drink every single bit, and I need more.
Nice.
Yeah, I love it. So my non-knitting, wait, how many more segments do we have? Non-knitting, and then anything else, right? I mean, as far as this little segment goes.
Just the non-knitting.
Okay, so I went shopping this week. Surprise, surprise. This book I am so excited about. It's called Calling Me Home by Julie Kibler. There we are. And I picked it up because this is what it said on the cover. If calling me home were a young woman, her grandmother would be To Kill a Mockingbird, her sister would be The Help, and her cousin would be The Notebook. But even with such iconic relatives, Calling Me Home stands on her own. That was said by Wiley Cash, the author of A Land More Kind Than Home. Okay, those are all like some of my all-time favorite books.
Mine too.
Hands down. I've read them numerous times. I can't put them down. This is fantastic. I read the first chapter. I'm pretty excited because there's like book club discussions in the back.
Nice.
Which I love that little section. I believe I decided that there were 42 chapters, and I really kind of want to... 43 chapters. 43 chapters, so I'm going to try and only read a couple chapters a day and make this last all of March.
Nice.
But after chapter 1, I wanted to skip on to chapter 2 really quickly. It had me hooked within the first paragraph. It's about an 89-year-old lady named Isabel, and she has to ask her hairdresser, Dory, who's more like her daughter now after 10 years of going to her, for a favor. Isabel is a white 89-year-old woman, and Dory is a black woman. And at the time that this takes place, their friendship is not heard of very much. So it's just...
Sounds really good.
It sounds so good. I can't wait.
So I think you should make it last less than all of them, because then I can...
Then you can read it. I know. I was like, I think this needs to be like our honorary next book club book.
Yeah.
If we get through it and it seems to be appropriate, which I really feel like it will be, then I almost feel like... But this is also my 20 for me in March, so I'm really trying to... reading my book.
Very
20
cool.
for me.
Very
So that's
nice.
my non-knitting and 20 for me all jam-packed in one.
Very cool.
Watch. We show up for the next podcast next week and it's done.
It could be. You never know. Okay, so knit along with us. We have a couple knit alongs to tell you guys about.
Yeah.
The first is for the months of April, March and April. We are knitting my Looking at Her. You'll have 2 chances to win. If you post your finished object in the thread on Ravelry in the Ohloops group, you can be entered for a prize there. But then if you use the hashtag Looking at Me Along on Instagram, I will also randomly draw a winner from there as well.
Looking at me or looking at her along?
Or sorry, looking at her, not
Okay.
looking at me. Looking at her. Looking at her along. And I don't have the prizes finished for that yet, so when I have them, I'll show them off. But there will
We'll
be
have
2.
prizes drawn for the previous one for next podcast.
Yes, we will.
So
For
that'll
that
happen.
and for the favorite Fibre friends.
Yeah. We'll have all of that.
Yes, we will. And then the Grocery Girls are doing for this month and next month as well, right? They're
Yep,
doing
2
the
months.
3-color Cashmere shawl by Joji Locatelli. So I believe you just have to be a member of their group and have that posted before the end of April.
And I have my planning for that. Can I show it?
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
I
Okay.
don't have mine yet. I haven't made a decision.
Oh, I guess I do have Mailbox Madness.
Oh, yeah.
So goofy.
I was going to say, I thought you did, but...
No, I do.
So we'll just, this is her Mailbox Madness and her.
Okay,
Knit 'em.
so I purchased a couple skeins of Spun Right Round. I got Space Boy.
I love that.
And I got Combat Boots and Baby Doll Dresses.
I love that one too.
Okay. I'm super excited about both of them. So this is what they look like together. Both of them are on 80% superwash merino and 20% nylon, 400 yards each. So this is my game plan. This is going to be my color A. Then these two alternating will be my color B. That will be color B. So the first time color B comes up, it'll be one of these, and then the second time color B comes up, it'll be the other one, and it's going to alternate. Because this is the color that I originally had picked to go with them, and it's Frog Tree Petaboo. Oh, I just ripped the tag. Go figure, Sarah. And it is 80% merino and 20% bamboo. But the problem is, well, there's 2 problems with this. One, you only have 255 yards in this. And I need to have 300 and, I think it's like 305 for color B, or 315. So it's not enough. But Frog Tree Yarns is no longer Frog Tree Yarns anymore. Like, they're not
gone.
around anymore. And so I tried to search for my color number 1105, and I found it at one place. Jimmy Bean's Wool had it, and I really started debating, do I really need to have it all? And then I pulled this one out, and I feel like these 3 colors, or 4 colors, together have so much more personality and are way more way more me.
Yeah.
There we go. Trying to get my hand out of the way. Way more me all together
I love them. I think they're going to be
than
great.
just those 3. I feel like this has to show up.
Yeah.
So that's my planning.
I love it.
I'm so excited. And my Mailbox banners.
Yes. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
And Lydia just bought this skein too.
I did. Because I forgot she had bought it. I totally, not that that matters, we don't really care if we have the same colors, but
No.
I totally spaced that was the one that she got, and I went on the other day and had to have it.
But it was a good surprise because when you got
It
here,
was.
you didn't realize that there was orange.
I didn't, because mine in the picture that I purchased just looked like that. And so when I saw Sarah's today, there's all these fun little pops of the orangey yellow, which I didn't know about, which are kind of cool. And I'm also thinking I'm going to use my Space Boy color, but I'm thinking about using a neutral and a dark blue.
Yeah.
So
You were thinking of like a gray, right?
no, just natural.
Just natural?
Yep, natural and dark blue. So like
It'll come out like...
yeah. So that and white.
I like that.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. But
I
we'll
think
see.
that'll be beautiful.
We shall see when it gets here. I don't know. Now that I'm seeing yours with your brown, I do have that one light brown that has the pops of purple in it in my stash.
Which could be beautiful.
With
And
the
do brown
dark.
and navy blue.
So I might do that.
And that's a beautiful color combo.
Yeah.
I just
There.
need to have this.
I
with
like
it.
that one added to it too, though. Yeah, I
This
like the little pops
has
of
to
hot
be.
pink.
Me too.
That's fun.
So that knit along is happening.
Yes.
So please be a member of their group. Join along. It'll be lots of fun.
Yeah. And then, as I mentioned earlier, the Brooklyn Knit Folk podcast, Jacqueline, is doing the Fine and Dandy socks, and that will start on March 17th. So if you're interested in that, you can join that.
I need like a light blue skein of yarn for
Ooh,
that.
that would be
I
pretty.
feel like it just has to be.
That
I
would
know
be really
that's what
pretty.
it is in the picture, but
It looks pretty, though, on the blue.
it's beautiful.
Yeah. And then, I believe it's in April that Sue and Chelsea are doing their Stuffy Along. Is it in April?
I
Or
think
is
it's
it
for
May?
Easter. I think it's...
No, because they made the comment that it was after Easter.
Oh, that's right. So I think it is
So
April.
it's April. So if you are wanting to participate with the Legacy Knits ladies, Sue and Chelsea, they are doing a Stuffy Along, which I will be participating in.
I'm participating in.
Me too.
I have to. Okay, because I need this little bunny rabbit by Susan B. Anderson, and I've wanted to knit this
The little
stinking bunny.
Wee, is that it? The Wee something?
I don't know. It looks like a classic bunny.
Oh, it's the bunny. I'm thinking of the Bonnie Wee Mouse. That's what
No,
I want to
need
make that the Bonnie Wee Mouse.
the bunny, and it needs to be a decoration in my home.
That'd be cute. So those are those.
And we have our mystery March. So
Yes, we do. We have to tell you about that.
Yeah, yeah. So we had originally thought we were going to come up with multiple patterns, and we kept playing around with the patterns that we have in our head. And while both of those patterns are still in progress, they weren't what we were wanting to do for Mystery March.
Well, and we were having some kinks with them, and they just weren't. They weren't working the way we wanted them to.
Yep. So we're going to do a Mystery March. And last March, on my birthday, I released a mystery sock pattern. So we decided that we are going to release, I'm going to release another sock pattern.
Yep.
But it's going to be fun. I'm going to do 2 versions, a toe up version and a cuff down version.
Yep.
It'll all be in the same pattern, and you'll just get to pick which one you want to knit.
Right.
It's kind of going to be a cheater because if you pick the toe up version versus the cuff down, you may get to know some of the fun details if you read the other one. But
Right.
it just is what it is. So that's going to happen March 10th, and I think that's going to run through at least April 10th.
Yeah.
At least. We might extend it. But that pattern will be available for $1 in March, and it'll stay $1 until through the knit along, and then after that it'll go up to regular price.
Yep.
Because it's a mystery, and until then,
Yeah.
yeah. So that'll happen. That's our mystery March.
Yes. And the pattern that I was planning will still make its appearance here at some point, but I just wasn't 100% happy with, I don't know, the process behind it. So I'm still working out the kinks, guys. I think the last thing is Knitting 101. Did we have a question from a viewer this week?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. And then I have one as well.
So you ask yours really quick while
Okay.
I find.
So my question is, if you could pick one person in your life who isn't a knitter and have them be a knitter, who would it be and why?
One person in my life?
That's not a knitter that you wish was. Who would it be?
They have to be alive.
Not necessarily, I guess.
Okay, I wish that my grandma was a knitter, but she passed away a long time ago, so almost 9 years ago. And I think for me, if she had been a knitter, that probably would have been like the coolest thing ever. But if it has to be someone who is alive, I would actually say my grandpa. I would love it if my grandpa was a knitter, because we sit and do things together anyways, and I think it would just be so cool to be able to share that with him too.
Yeah.
So,
Very cool.
yeah, that would be who it was.
So my answers are similar. If my mom were still alive, I would love it if she were a knitter. That, I think, would be amazing, just to share that. I love the bond that Sue and Chelsea get to have, you know, knitting together and going shopping for yarn together and doing all of those things. So definitely my mom if she were still here. And then I have to say, for the people that are still alive, I'd have to choose two. So my aunt who has kind of become like my mom, she was my mom's sister. I would love her to be a knitter because we spend a ton of time together, and she's actually thinking about moving this direction. Yay! So
That'll be fun.
It would be a lot of fun to share that with her as well. But then I also honestly have to say, I wish my husband were a knitter. Truth be told, I really do. And I have said that from day one. Because he and I do everything together. He's my best friend, but that is the only thing that we do separately. So he's very much in the Fibre community because he does a lot for us. You know, he does a lot of our social media stuff, and he does research things for us all the time, but he doesn't actually sit and knit. And I would love it if he did. So those would be my two people. Well, three people technically, I guess. But I think there's something fun about the husband-wife couples that knit. Like, I love to watch Dan and Kay talk about their things, and it's fun to see things from Dan's perspective as a new knitter and as a male knitter. And I think it would be fun to get my husband's view on it. So those would be mine.
Trying to find a question that doesn't require us to show
Show something.
things. So we're going to do the question, part of a question from EAH Songs. And this person says, I would like to see a part on Yarn Bucket List inspired by the Grocery Girls, where you talk about yarns you would like to try but haven't. So I definitely have a top 10 list of yarns that I haven't tried but really have wanted to.
Yes, me too. At least.
At least a top 10, but I say we stick with just 10. Okay, so I would love to try Anzula. We sold it at the shop, and I always loved petting it, but I never actually tried it. So Anzula is high on my list. Hedgehog, obviously. Woolen Vine. I would love to try Baron Wool. I would love to try, let's see, one more that's like really high on my list that I haven't tried. I just tried that one. I do think that I want to try something from a homespun house. I do. I want to see that. So that's my first top 5. What's yours?
So Bull and Vine, Hedgehog, Plucky Knitter, Baron Wool, which I get to now. Yay.
Mm-hmm.
And it's has the grass on the band, the brown band. Something long grass. Something in the long grass.
I don't know.
Life in the long grass. Something. Yeah, that one.
I don't think I know this one.
What is it called? Let me look it up. Yeah, Life in the Long Grass. So Life in the Long Grass. I'd like to try their yarn.
Oh, okay. I do know them.
Yeah,
but
I've seen them.
I didn't know that it had a brown band and
I thought
grass.
it was brown. It was white. I guess it doesn't have. I could have sworn it did. I guess it doesn't. It has something on the band. It's just white.
It's just a sticker. Yeah.
And then I would have to say my next one would be Dana of Unwind. I want to try Dana's yarn.
Oh, Dana's yarn is awesome.
I haven't had a chance to get any of hers yet.
I want to also try Kemper's new yarn.
Yes.
Junk yarn. Totally want to get my paws on that.
Mm-hmm.
I also want to try the Prairie Girls.
Yeah, Danny.
Danny's yarn.
Yes.
That's been on my list to try. I also want to try Turtle Pearl, which is a Canadian dyer for stripes. I've been wanting to try Turtle Pearl for a really long time and just haven't.
Mm-hmm.
I need 2 more. 2 more in my top 10 that I would like to try in 2016 at least. I would love to try see, all of the ones that I had thought that I wanted to really, really try, I've had the opportunity to try over the last year. Like, I had never knit with hazelnuts before, and I really wanted to knit with them. Plucky Knitter, and I got to knit with that. Oh, you know what? I would love to try Mrs. Babs. I have some Miss Babs up here, and I haven't yet worked with it. So, for me, I really do want to break into that skein.
Yeah.
That is really important for me to do that.
I would like to try Yarn Ink.
Yep.
And there's one other one that I can't remember her name. I'm trying to think of what the name of her yarn is. This is a good one, because clearly I can't remember.
Are you looking through Instagram?
Yeah. Because I just looked at it yesterday. I looked at this yarn yesterday, and I can't think, who was it that posted a picture of it? Ooh, I can go to my pictures I've liked, can't I?
Yeah.
Isn't that in your settings thing?
I don't know. I've gotten in
it
there
is.
once, but I couldn't remember how I got in there.
Who posted this picture? This. Here it is. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So it's called Jersey Rising.
Yep.
Her shop is on Etsy. You guys, her yarn is
Yep, I've
just stunning. Can you see that? Look how pretty.
Yep, I've seen her.
So I want to try her.
I want to try her too.
Me, yeah. Me want to try. So
Yeah,
I think those are mine. Is
Yeah.
that 10? Did I say 10?
I think you
I
said
think so.
10. I think I said 10.
Yeah.
I feel like those are ones that I just keep coming back to my mind.
Yeah.
Like, why don't I have that yet? I don't know.
Yeah.
Desert Vista Dyeworks was on that list until now. So,
Yeah, I have that one now too. And Julianna's Fibre, whatever we're deciding to call it, she was on my list. But I have her yarn as well now too, so I will be trying that one.
yep. It's very pleasant. Don't know what base you got in comparison to my base.
But I think that's it for this week, you guys.
Yep, I think so too.
Until next time, I hope you have a great week. Look at that.
I'm getting ready to go on to a zombie stripe, so that's
Yay.
exactly what it'll be.
That's awesome. I like
Bright
it.
green, zombie stripe, dark green.
Very
I just
cool.
had to show you.
I like it. But
Yeah.
we hope you guys have a great week. Thanks for hanging out with us. Until next time, happy knitting.